Hello students, myself Amrita Dhar, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, JIS Group. I will teach you Power System 3.
In this video, I will discuss about different types of shunt controllers, STATCOM SVC. This topic is included in Module 4, Compensation in Power System of the subject Power System 3. Course code is EE-703A. Now to make you understand about this topic over PowerPoint presentation is quite difficult. So I will do board work to make you understand better. So let's start. In this video, I will discuss about different types of shunt connected controller. First, SVC, static var compensator. Now, static var compensator is one of the most important shunt controller in FACS technology. It is a shunt connected static var generator or absorber whose output is designed to draw capacitive or inductive current, so as to maintain normal voltage at the bus with which the SVC is connected. Now, SVC is based on thyristor without the gate turn off capability. It includes a thyristor control TCR in parallel with fixed capacitor in its commonest form and is known as FCTCR types SVC. Now first I draw the schematic diagram of static var compensator. This is fixed capacitor. This figure represents the schematic diagram of SVC, and in this figure you can see that the TCR is parallel with the fixed capacitor. This is the most commonest form and it is known as FCTCR type SVC. For better control, the fixed capacitor itself can be replaced by a thyristor controlled capacitor TSC. And the combination then becomes TSC TCR, thyristor switch capacitor, thyristor controlled reactor. And TCR and TSR are also FACS device but may be treated as subsets of SVC. Now in TCR the firing angle is continuously variable while the TSR thyristor act just as switch and there is no firing angle control. Similarly, TSC is also a FACS device and is obviously a subset of SVC. The capacitor are switched in and out as per requirement. Unlike shunt reactor, shunt capacitor cannot be switched continuously with variable firing angle control. Next, the power flow model of SVC. The simplest form of SVC model represents the static synchronous generator as a generator with zero active power output but having reactive generation with reactive power limits. As long as SVC is in operation, the bus with which it is connected acts as a PV bus. A simple and effective way to include SVC in power flow techniques is to use the SVC as a variable susceptance. The shunt susceptance represents the total SVC susceptance necessary to maintain the voltage magnitude at the bus at a specified value. The inclusion of SVC at any load node makes that node voltage control node, and at this node the voltage magnitude and the nodal active and reactive power are specified. The variable susceptance BSVC is operated as a state variable. The philosophy is that if BSVC is within limit, the specified voltage is attained and the bus operates as a PV bus, and when BSVC is above or lower than the limit, it becomes the fixed at violated limit and the node becomes a PQ bus. and if there is no other voltage regulating equipment present. So HVC is within limit, it's act as a PV bus, and if it's without limit, beyond or above the limit, it's act as a PQ bus if it is lower or above the limit. Okay, so the active and reactive power drawn by SVC connected at node J are given by Pj is equals to 0 and Qj is equals to minus Vj square BSVC, and the mismatches, power mismatches is given by delta Pg and delta Qg is equals to 0 0 0 delta Qj delta BSVC d delta J by delta BSVC. At the end of the iteration P, the variable shunt susceptance is corrected, that is BSVC P plus 1 is equal to BSVC P plus delta BSVC, and may further be written as BSVC plus delta BSVC by BSVC whole to the power P plus 1 BSVC P. The changing susceptance represents the total SVC susceptance necessary to maintain the nodal voltage magnitude at the specified value. Now SVC compensation may also be computed in terms of thyristor firing angle, and however the additional calculation requires an iterative solution as the SCB susceptance and the thyristor firing angle are non-linearly related. So the steady state susceptance of SVC can be obtained BSVC is equals to BC minus BTCR, which is equals to 1 by XC into 1 by XL, XL minus XC by pi, 2 pi minus alpha plus sine 2 alpha. Now where XL is equals to omega L and XC is equals to 1 by omega C. Now since QSVC is equals to minus Vj square BSVC, so we can write Qj is equals to minus Vj square XC into XL, XL minus XC by pi, 2 into pi minus alpha plus sine 2 alpha. Now assuming Qj is a jth bus reactive power injection due to SVC installation at jth bus. Now the linearized SVC equation is then given by Pj Qj whole to the power P plus 1 is equals to 0 0 0 2 Vj square by pi XL cos 2 alpha minus 1 P plus 1 delta J delta alpha T plus 1. Now alpha is a firing angle of SVC. At the end of iteration P, the variable firing angle alpha is updated alpha at P plus 1 iteration alpha P plus delta alpha P. Now the bus with which SVC is connected, that is the jth bus, becomes a voltage control bus where the voltage magnitude and active and reactive power are specified along with either the SVC firing angle alpha or the SVC equivalent subsistence BSVC. Now if alpha or BSVC is within limits, the specified voltage magnitude is attained and the bus remain as PV bus, and if alpha or BSVC goes beyond the limit, then these variables are fixed at the violated limit and bus becomes a purely load bus, that is the PQ bus. Next is the SSG. Static synchronous generator. Synchronous generator. Now the static synchronous generator is also a shunt control fax controller. It is a static self-commutated switching power device supplied from an electrical energy source. It is required to generate a set of adjustable multi-phase output voltage. Multi-phase output voltage, and which may be coupled to an AC power network for the purpose of controlling the active and reactive power of the bus with which it is connected, controlling the active or reactive power. Now SSD converts any source of electrical energy coming out from a battery, DC capacitor or any other DC source to AC voltage and current using chopper and convert technology. Different types of energy storage devices may form a section or part of SSD. A chemical based energy storage system known as battery energy storage system, BESS, or superconducting magnetic energy, superconducting magnetic energy storage system may be used as energy storage device in shunt controller. They are all fact devices and subset of different types of fact devices. Next I discuss about STATCOM. This is another very important fax device. Full form of STATCOM is static synchronous compensator. Static synchronous compensator or STATCOM. The static synchronous compensator is another shunt connected fax device. It is a static synchronous generator operated as a work compensator whose capacitive or inductive output currents are controlled to control the bus voltage with which it is connected. Okay. Now STATCOM operation is based on the principle of voltage source or current source converter. So I first draw the schematic diagram of VSC type STATCOM and ICSC type STATCOM. So first Now this is VSC type STATCOM, and this is CSC type STATCOM. Okay. Now the STATCOM goes on well with energy storage facility when used with the voltage source converter. Its output voltage is controlled such that the required reactive power flow can be controlled at the load bus with which it is connected. And due to presence of DC voltage source in the capacitor, the voltage source converter converts its voltage to AC voltage source and controls the bus voltage. And STATCOM can also be designed as an active filter to reduce the system harmonic and frequently includes the facility of having active power control. Next, power flow model of STATCOM. Let Vj delta J is the bus voltage at bus J. Vj delta J is the bus voltage at bus J. Vsc delta Sc is the inverted voltage AC at the output of STATCOM, referred to as jth bus outside, referred to as jth bus side. XSC is the STATCOM reactance, and QSC is the reactive power. Power exchange for the STATCOM. STATCOM with the bus. Now obviously QSC is equals to Vj square by XSC minus VSC by XSC cos delta J minus delta Sc, which is equals to Vj whole square minus VSC by XSC. Now if delta J is equal to delta Sc for a lossless STATCOM. Now if Vj is greater than Vsc, then QSC become negative. QSC become negative, and the STATCOM generates the reactive power. STATCOM generates reactive power. Okay, now if Vj is greater than Vsc, then QSC become positive and STATCOM absorb the reactive power. Now the value of VSC The value of VSC is equals to VSC cos delta SC plus J sin delta SC. The maximum and minimum limits of VSC will be governed by the STATCOM capacitor rating, and delta SSC may have any value between 0 degree to 180 degree, but usually delta SC is kept nearly equal to delta F. Now I draw the equivalent circuit of the shunt operated STATCOM. Now this is the equivalent circuit of shunt operated STATCOM. Here the value of ISC is equals to YSC VSC minus VJ, and YSC is equal to 1 by ZSC plus GSC plus JBSC. Now SSC is the complex power flow, so the value of SSC is equal to VSC into ISC conjugate. Now this is equal to VSC into YSC conjugate minus VSC conjugate minus VJ conjugate. Just put the value of ISC. Then however VSC is equal to VSC cos delta SC plus J sin delta SC. So the substitution of VSC and in the expression of SSC, then we get the value of PSC is equals to VSC square GSC minus VSC VJ GSC cos delta SC minus delta J plus BSC sin delta SC minus delta J, and the value of QSC is equals to minus VSC square BSC minus VSC VJ into GSC sin delta SC minus delta J plus BSC cos delta SC minus delta J. Now to simplify this equation, let us assume STATCOM is lossless, that is DSC is equal to 0, and there is no capability of STATCOM for active power flow, thus PSC is equals to 0 and delta SC is equals to delta J. So we make three assumptions. First, GSC is equals to 0, then PSC is equals to 0 and delta SC is equals to delta J. So QSC is equals to minus VSC square into BSC minus VSC VJ into BSC. Now the power mismatch equation can be written as delta PJ by delta QSC is equals to delta PJ by delta J, delta PJ by delta VSC, delta QSC by delta J, delta QSC by delta VSC, and this delta J delta VSC. Now as the end of the iteration P, the variable voltage VSC corrected as VSC to the power P plus 1 is equals to VSC to the power P plus delta VSC whole to the power P.
That's all from today's class. If you have any problem, please contact with me. My contact details is given on the first slide. Thank you.